Welcome to Rethink Your Perspectives blog, your trusted space for unlocking potential, empowering mindsets, building productive habits, and boosting motivation. This post is going to clear up the confusion of productivity versus efficiency and what the actual differences are. Don't forget to join the mailing list for weekly updates and powerful tools to support your growth, and we hope that you get some benefit from these blog posts. We would love to hear your thoughts, so don't hesitate to like, share, and comment at the links at the bottom of the post. So, are productivity and efficiency the same thing? Clearing up the confusion. When it comes to work and life, people often use the words productivity and efficiency as if they mean the same thing. At first glance, they seem interchangeable. Both are about getting things done, right? But dig a little deeper and you'll find an important difference. Understanding the distinction between productivity and versus efficiency is crucial if you want to achieve meaningful results without burning yourself out. Let's break down the difference between productivity and efficiency, explore real-world examples, and uncover how you can balance both for the best results. So, clear definitions of productivity versus efficiency. What's the actual difference? Productivity is about output. It measures how much value you create in a given amount of time. It's linked to results and outcomes. For example, how many reports you completed this week or how many sales you closed in a day. Productivity is often tied to the question, what did I achieve? Efficiency is about process. It focuses on how well you use resources like time, energy, or money. Efficiency is measured by how little waste is involved in producing an output. It answers the question, how well did I complete this task? In short, productivity is about what you achieve, while efficiency is about how you achieve it. This is where the confusion starts. Being highly efficient at something doesn't necessarily mean you're being productive. You might be doing things in the best possible way, but if those things don't move you closer to your goals, then it's just efficiency without productivity. So let's look at some everyday examples that highlight the difference. So some examples that make the productivity versus efficiency question clear. Sorry, I drifted off there. Number 1, emails at work. So efficiency, you use keyboard shortcuts, templates, and smart filters to answer 50 emails in record time. Productivity, you spend 30 minutes on only 5 emails, but they're the ones that build client relationships and secure future sales. Which was more productive? Well, the second, because while the first sent 50 emails, they weren't personal and would probably just get ignored. The 5 relationship-centered emails brought in more sales and therefore more revenue for the company. Second example, household chores. Efficiency, you vacuum every room quickly and perfectly. Productivity, you skip vacuuming the whole house and instead focus on cooking a healthy dinner that saves you hours of meal prep later in the week. So efficiency made you faster, but productivity gave you greater value. Yes, the rooms are now clean, but a healthy dinner would give you more energy and value in the long run. And number 3, work projects. Efficiency, you create a flawless 20-slide presentation complete with detailed charts and animations. Productivity, you deliver a 5-slide deck that communicates the key message, gets stakeholder approval, and moves the project forward. Efficiency created a flawless presentation, but the 5-slide deck created more emotion and connection through the spoken word and delivery. These examples highlight why knowing the difference between productivity and efficiency is so important. It's possible to be efficient but not productive, and that's where many people go wrong. So why being efficient doesn't always mean being productive? This is where the trap lies. We often feel a sense of satisfaction when we're efficient. Ticking off tasks quickly or perfecting a process can feel like progress. But if those tasks don't actually contribute to your bigger goals, they don't add real value. For instance, imagine spending 3 hours reorganizing your digital files so everything is perfectly labeled. That's efficient. But was it productive? Unless it directly supports your work outcomes, probably not. It would probably count more as procrastination. This is where the efficiency versus effectiveness discussion comes in. Effectiveness is about doing the right things, the tasks that matter most. Efficiency is about doing things right, minimizing waste and effort. Productivity happens when you bring both together. You do the right things and you do them well. So how do you balance both for best results? So how do you ensure that you're both productive and efficient? Here are some practical strategies. Number 1, prioritize before you optimize. Don't spend time making a task more efficient until you've asked, does this task matter? Focus on impact first. 2, set clear goals. Productivity comes from aligning your work with meaningful outcomes. Define what success looks like before diving into action. 3, use efficiency as a support tool. Once you know which tasks are truly productive, then find ways to make them more efficient. For example, automating repetitive admin tasks so you can spend more time on high-value work. 4, beware of false efficiency. Perfecting a task that doesn't move you forward is wasted effort. Catch yourself when you're polishing details that don't matter. And 5, measure results, not just activity. It's easy to track how fast or neatly you do something, but the real measure of productivity is whether it achieved the outcome you wanted. So when you find the balance between the meaning of productivity and the role of efficiency, you unlock the best of both worlds. You get more done in less time without losing sight of what really matters. The big picture: productivity versus efficiency in everyday life. Think about your daily routine. You could be highly efficient at scrolling through your inbox, responding to every message, and keeping everything neat and tidy. But is that what moves your career forward? Probably not. On the other hand, if you spend your limited time working on the most impactful tasks, the ones tied to your goals, values, or growth, you'll be productive. And when you apply efficiency to those tasks, you'll get the best results with the least effort. That's why understanding the difference between productivity and efficiency is so powerful. It helps you focus on what matters most and ensures that your energy is spent wisely. For example, for these blog posts, I use a combination of answerthepublic.com to help me come up with my topics that my audience is talking about and searching for. I then use ChatGPT to help me organize the results into a logical sequence of blogs that support each other and to research the best way to answer each of the topics. I then spend the majority of the time using this research, layout, and questions to create the blog, with ChatGPT helping to distribute keywords effectively. This means I'm using my time productively through the use of tools to make the blog writing more efficient. What used to take me 2 to 3 hours to do myself now takes less than an hour, including the banner creation, podcast recording, and scheduling. So what do you think? Now that you understand the difference between productivity and efficiency, next let's look at how you can actually measure productivity in your own life. Stay tuned for the next blog being released on the 23rd of September. How is productivity measured? But if you're curious to learn more about how you can improve your own productivity, let's talk. You can message me here, connect on social media, or book a free discovery call. To your success, Jaiye, rethink your perspective.